Welcome back to CDT, and today we are reviewing the newest car to the game, the Nickmas Chevrolet Corvette C8. And it's a different intro to normal. I've got one of my other dealerships up. For a comparison, because this is not the first Corvette C8. We've had this one, the one with the wide body, in the game for quite a while now. But I wanted to show it to you because there are some differences in these cars. Specifically, the Nickmas is much shorter in wheelbase. I'm not sure whether that will affect it, but for now, I'm going to respawn it. Let's just quickly go through some stuff. Oh, got it in race mode. Hold on. Standard upgrades still. Standard tires. Let's just go through some specs. I'll take the wrap off. Or not. This car comes with a free wrap. This wrap doesn't change at all, no matter what colour you pick. So, when you get the car, either put that on, or do the event and put this one on. Very simple. Let's go drifting. This is the first mid-engined Corvette, by the way. Yeah, we're starting off with some... Ooh. It drifts extremely well. Like, look at this. I'm going to go for a mild drift. Comes back perfectly. Let's go for a heavy drift. One where the back comes out. Yep. Back doesn't come out too much because I'm counter steering. Let's do this. It just comes back the moment I counter steer. It's really good. This is perfect. You can learn to drift in this really easily. I just tried to spin it in. Failed miserably, you know. Right. Let's get into the races and the city race. First of all, things you need to know. Comes with an interesting custom wing. Very nice. And is the only car in the game to have a number plate. It says ho 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 on it. And the other thing you need to know, only car in the game to have 2 wraps. This car's basically a standard Corvette C8, but shorter in wheelbase, and with a weird American football with a mohawk on it. American football helmet, but with a mohawk on. This is to celebrate Nickelodeon's National American Football team. I think it's called like NFL. I don't know. Anyway, I will tell you one thing right off the bat. Now we're driving it. It handles really well. Feels really nice to drive. Slightly square, but you know, and by slightly square I mean it sort of corners like a brick. But I'm not sure what I'm talking about. It's square. The suspension possibly needs a little bit more supplety. Steering needs a bit more feel. It just feels like I'm steering through a sack of wet concrete. But it goes where you want it to, and it still feels relatively nice, even if the steering is quite heavy. Like, not heavy as in I can feel it, but more like it feels heavy to turn. Does perform well on, like, acceleration wise. I don't have the turbo on it still, do I? No, it is still. It is now Nickmas. Things you need to know, yet again, because, haha, this is the first mid-engine Corvette. It's the 8th generation Corvette. I'm not sure. Let's just compare it. So, 191 miles an hour with 8 handling, compared to the standard one. Damn, I have more Corvettes than I thought. $201 miles an hour, the standard one is. So faster. And obviously not as fast as the R or the C6. It feels really sluggish off the line. I'm surprised how sluggish it feels. Seriously, why is it so sluggish? In all the other gears, what? Just get onto a straight quickly. It doesn't really have a solid top speed. It's doing 194 down the... Oof. Phone's really lagging today. Ooh, I've just remembered something. I haven't been doing the sound check in some of my videos, so let's do that soon. That's 192. It just doesn't really have a solid top speed. It should be 191. Now it's doing 192. Why does it pull so hard to the right? What? I don't get it. It just pulls to the right. It's literally turning for me slightly. But why? It just pulls over to the right. That's weird. That'll take getting used to. Please stop. Please stop. Anyway, the hype for this car's kind of died down now because of, yeah, the second update for this week. Look at it! It's cornering for me. It's like a reverse NASCAR, only set up to go right. Anyway, as I was saying, hype for this car has kind of died down. Stop it. It has kind of died down because of the second update for this week, releasing at 1 o'clock my time, GMT. By which I mean the actual time, because it's the time on the Greenwich Meridian. That should be nice. But sound check time, woo! That is one of the best sounding cars I've heard. Really? Why is it so good? It's got a lovely growl in the exhaust. But ooh. Not sure why I'm not sure why it sounds so good. It's American, it's not supposed to sound good. Especially considering it's got a 6.2 litre V8. Nothing more American than an enormous, probably oversized V8. That's basically the same size as a lot of V12s. Very nice. Why it's so small though? Just a little toy car. He's silly. Right. There's actually a surprising amount of body roll. I was not expecting it to have this much body roll. Oh, an understeer. That's a thing. But then it just goes away every so often. It's either pulling to the right. That's weird. Let's just I don't get why it pulls to the right. Why does it do it? Hey, it stopped pulling to the right for a moment. And then every so often it'll just look. This is understeer. But then when you get into basically above a certain speed, the understeer just goes away. This is basically a scuffed car. Which is also why I feel like this event was rushed. Probably because they were focusing on the main Christmas update. Desperately hoping it's going to be like last year. If it is like last year, little update schedule thing. I will make tutorials for each task every day, then review the cars in the week after. I will, if it is also like that, I will be putting out 2 videos tomorrow. Obviously, one for the main update, and then one for Task 1's tutorial. But we've got to wait until then, because I've still got to wait. It's 7 o'clock now, so 4 hours, 11, 6, 18 hours. Oh yeah, right, it was on the countdown, wasn't it? Yeah, I still got to wait 18 hours as of recording. Probably 17 hours or less when you're watching, because nobody watches these videos when they first come out, I promise you. Oh, can I just give you a heads up on one thing? This car is absolutely and totally free. You don't even have to do anything to get it. The wrap, you need to collect the 45 little snowballs, which are hidden around the map in various different attires. But this car, you can do fuck all and still get it. Excuse my French. You heard nothing. Oh, it started pulling to the side again. There we go. Actually quite quick. I'm surprised how quick it is. I could have probably got below a 125 if I'd have braked later at that. No, I couldn't. Could have got below 127.5, right? If I'd have braked later. Anyway, let's go over to the circuit. Although we're actually going to do the oval first, because this is mid-engine now. Should be keeping up with European supercars, and European supercars like the race circuit. They don't care about the oval. Unless it's like the Irelesian oval or Top Speed Bowl, which is like one of the few places in the world where you can max something like a Veyron or a Chiron or a Jesco Absolute, which I reviewed a couple of days ago. You can watch it if you want. It does donuts. I'm just holding down burnout. Let's just. It burns. It does donuts. Right, let's get onto the oval. I'm still amazed at how short it is. Look at it, it's a little shorty. Also, I don't like the wing. I'm taking the wing off. It's not where you take the wing off. There we go. But oh my god, the ping. I've just realised this, but the gravity of me being pushed down the side of the banking, combined with the fact that it's always pulling to the right, means they basically cancel each other out. Maybe this thing is made for NASCAR. Oh no, pulling. Why does it just pull? I don't get it. It's literally edited course as I'm going along. Please fix it. It's kind of weird. Look at it. Also, look at how much it bounces. Like pulling up again. Stop it. Suspension is really hard. And that might be the reason why it keeps pulling to the side. There, I could not make it more obvious it's pulling. Just so you know, I'm not cheating or anything. Look, this is how it usually responds. It's obvious when I'm turning. And then let's just get it on the straight. There we go. After I lined it up perfectly. It just pulled itself back onto the straight. Who's driving this? Because I'm not. Obviously. Oh god, no, don't go into the... 20.5. That's rubbish. Ugh. This is a 191 mile an hour car. And yet it's been beaten by the bloody NAS truck. I'm just gonna have some fun with it. Anyway, let's go and oh, for goodness sakes. Let's go and do the circuit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit 34,000 miles soon. Woo. See, I stopped the revs. Oh god. This is going to be torture on the straight, I promise you. Because we're going around the oval backwards, that means that we will turn right. And because of gravity, we will also be falling right. So this is not going to be... Oh, for God's sake, stop. Just stop it. It's not funny. That was nice through that corner. Just a this is literally only good at drifting and being glitchy. Please fix. Oh yeah, and the suspension's hard. I'm bloody glad it's a free car, because if I was having to pay, you know, 300 grand for this, I probably wouldn't. Actually, no, I would, because I collect cars, but I wouldn't enjoy it. I would probably never use it, and I would just go, ah, wasted money, fuck that. I said the word again. Honestly, I'm never going to get onto people's For You pages if I keep saying that word. Oh yeah, and it's not even good in the corners sometimes because it rides quite high. So it rides high, rock hard suspension. It literally pulls to the right, like I've just demonstrated. Either understeers or just doesn't feel right. It's ugly. And the only good thing it has going for it is the fact that it's free. Yeah, no, this car is not good. If you want a good Corvette, buy the C7. Use a C6 if you have it from the drift event. Get Robux and buy a C8 that's normal and not fucking 3 foot long. Don't get this one. Actually, no, do get this one because it's free. See, 38.5. That's not what I'm expecting from a car like this. Right, now we've got the drag race, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing this. For one very simple reason. It's going to pull to the side, and I'm going to have to fight it back into the line, and that's the most interesting thing to happen in drag racing ever. Yeah, I just absolutely roasted the hell out of drag racing. And I don't care. Right, drag race. Woo. Watch it. It just trickles off the line as well. Like, what's up with that? I don't get it. First gear is the only good gear until 6th. It has 8 gears, and as a result of that, 14-second half mile. This is, and I would like to remind, what? This is class 1? Okay, this is class 1. Which means that you can put it in your dealership without any upgrades being needed at all to the platforms. Yeah, this is actually quite a good car for a person that's just joined and needs some money. Especially since it's got a reward of 68 compared to the multiple, which is 50. By reward, I mean that's how much it makes every 3 seconds. When it's on the podium. And I think that's like the only good use for it that I've found on this 22-minute long video. Which is not going to last much longer because we have reached the end of the review. I don't like it. I'm really glad it's free, because if I had to pay money for this, I would feel cheated. Yo, did you see that flip? Maybe it is good as a stunt car. I mean, it can certainly drift. Just does fuck all everywhere else. So, thanks for watching. Enjoy it, because it's free. Just don't drive it, it's rubbish. Goodbye. Enjoy your day.